Hey, Mike from Iron Nation Garage. Thank you guys and girls for all tuning in. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe and that bell button so you get immediate notifications. We're going to take the 66 Sportster Ironhead out today, drain some old gas out of her, see if I can get her cranked on and kickstarted. She's a bear, a lot of compression on this thing, these older Sportsters, and it's all kickstart. So let's check it out. All right, here she is. I've had her covered up here for a little bit. I know I put if you go to the channel, you'll see a YouTube short. We had her fired up. That was actually from a couple years ago where I had it running. And it's been sitting. I just haven't had a chance to get the old girl out here in a while. So I want to give her a little bit of love today. Get the gas out. It has stable in it. I have high test and stable, but I'm going to do ethanol free, fill it up with fresh ethanol free, and do stable in there as well, and drain all that old gas out, get it out, and try and pull it out of the carburetor as well. And we're going to fire on it and see if she gets running today and let her run for a little bit. And she's leaking a little bit. What do they call that? Marking her territory. So we do have a little bit of oil leakage here from the Sporty. I didn't have a pan under it. I did have some rags underneath it, but she is leaking a little bit. We'll take a look at that, but not real concerned with it at this point, but we're going to clean it up at some point and get her going, take it from there. So we loosened our fuel line coming into our carburetor here, coming from our gas tank. Guys, quiet, I'm making a video. All right, we loosened this. We're gonna from here just pinch off our fuel line at this point. So open this guy up, pinch that right there.
Is that a motorcycle?
Okay, I got it pinched off. We'll start draining gas. All right, we're draining our fuel out. Let's see what, you guys want to see what old fuel looks like. This is probably, take a look here. I don't know if you're able to see. Kind of, a little bit there. About 2 years old, maybe 3. You can see in there. Not 2 to 3 years, about 3, maybe 3 years old on the fuel. So we're getting that old gas, and this was still high test with stable in it. Oops. Okay, there she is. Like maple syrup consistency. Yeah, 3 years old. I think 2022. So we're getting her changed. We're gonna put fresh gas in it. We're gonna do ethanol free with stable is what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna drain all this nasty stuff out and go from there. All right, we're breaking out some stable. We're gonna pour in there. So the instructions read every 2.5 gallons of fuel, you do 1 ounce, as you can see in those instructions. So Sportster, this is a 2.25 gallon tank. So we're gonna just do 1 ounce, not gonna hurt it. We'll do 1 ounce on the stable into the tank, and then I'm putting my E-free in after that. So let's do 1 ounce here. Take a look. I think that's what we got here. You can barely read these things. You got to get a marker on these guys here. I think it's about, we're just gonna wing it. Say it's about that. That's about 1 ounce, we'll say. Throw it in there. We're just gonna throw some stable right in there, right down the old yap. Not gonna hurt it. Do a little more. Okay. And then I'm gonna go get my my E-free. Do our E-free in there. Do our E-free in here. Tighten that down. This one out here. So these little safety cans, you just have to, you hold that red clip. I did a video on these gas cans about a week or two ago. You hold the red clip and then you just let that little black lip sit on the tank, and it fills. That's how these new gas tanks are built now. And it fills it. You don't have the old air holes on the other side like they had back in the 80s and 90s. So they're a little bit different now. But honestly, this is doing the trick here. Not leaking at all, which is nice, right? Almost there. I think that's good for now. That's good. Start this back on. We're almost there, guys. Girls, get this thing fired up. I got the microphone on a little bit better now. We're going to fire this thing up. So, with these 66 Sportsters, okay, you have your petcock. Your fuel petcock is on your right-hand side, okay? Kickstarter's here, and remember, you have your shifter on the right, and your rear brake is on the left-hand side. Front brake up here, obviously, and your clutch over here, okay? Boy, that needs adjusted. Anyway, and then you have your spark retard over here on your left-hand handlebar, okay? So, again, 3 years, hasn't ran, old gas. We just switched out our gas. I didn't drain the carburetor. We're going to just try and push that gas through with the fresh gas. We're going to fire it up, see if it goes. A lot of compression. Make sure you have boots on or something. Don't be trying to kickstart these things with sandals on, okay? We're going to get our gas turned on here. All right, got fresh gas coming into that carburetor. Make sure our choke is on. Right, there's a couple settings down in here. Let's get these set right. Oh, I'm sorry. Choke is actually over here. Pull our choke out, and now the spark retard, I believe, has to be all the way back. And then we go, once it's running, we go forward with it. We're going to try that, see where we go. All right. I think we have everything running and ready, set to where it needs to be to fire it. Give it some, a little bit of juice. Let's give it a whirl. Now, there's a couple ways you guys can do it. You can do it like this, or I've done it even where I stand over here, and you do it. Actually, this way I think I liked it a little bit better. Make sure you're at top. You got full compression. You get your full stroke. I'm going to make sure I'm all the way at the top here. And I give it a little crack of gas. And get her to go. These are no joke on the compression, folks. Hold on. Stay right there, bud. Stay right there. Oh, yeah, we're trying to get her going. Choke it again. Okay. All right, she might need a little bit of ether. Let's try some ether in her. All right, give some of this a shot. Come on, baby. All right. That got her coughing, guys. Let's give her a little more. Gonna bring that new gas through. There we go. It's opened up. Come on. All right, sounds good, folks. That's the sound of a 900cc Ironhead right there. Bear to get it in neutral there. We got her in. I'm gonna take her down and get some gas in her. Get some fresh, maybe some fresh high tester. Just take her quick for a quick spin. But she sounds good, guys. All right. All right, so you got to remember, you got your brake, rear brake, so you got to always remember where your brake, your rear brake and your front brake are. Always interesting. right, folks. Thank you all for tuning into the Iron Nation Garage. The 66 Sportster, 3 years it hasn't been running, so we got her back out, got some fresh gas in it, and we got to do a little tuning on it. But I'm going to have more videos to come with this thing, and we'll step it up, working on getting some of my other bikes running as well. But hope you enjoyed it, especially the kickstarting of this guy. All right, folks, thanks everyone for tuning in. Finally got to get this thing out, get a good spin on it. It runs rough. If anyone out there has some experience with older Harleys, Ironhead engines from the 60s, let me know. I think it's the slow jet that's clogged up on that carburetor, because basically it has to run with choke on the entire time for the most part, and it is spitting and spattering like mid-throttle. You either got to hold it wide open or just let, it'll idle down nice. It'll actually, when you let off the throttle, it's okay. But when it's mid-throttle, it's spitting and spattering. So I think it's the slow jet. If anyone else has any thoughts, ideas, keep me posted. Carburetor needs to come off and get, cleaned out and probably get looked at. I think it's slow jet. But if you have any other thoughts, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. I truly appreciate it. I want to get this thing back running the way it did back when my father had it out. So it's a beautiful bike. From the 60s, man. The bikes are a lot different from 1966 until now for this sporty. But thank you all so much once again for tuning in to Iron Nation Garage. Truly appreciate all the love, all the comments, all the likes, all the shares. The channel has been growing exponentially, and I can't thank you all enough. So we're going to keep more Harleys coming. I know I do a lot of tractors and other stuff too, and some other weird videos and other content, but mainly try to stick with tractors, Harleys, trucks, detailing, washing videos, that kind of stuff. So if you like that kind of content, give us a subscribe. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day. Take care.